Alright, y'all, welcome back to Rooster Crowing TV, man. It's been a minute, but we back, you heard me. Alright, y'all, before this video start, man, keep in mind, before this commentary start, keep in mind it costs $0 and 0 cents to hit that subscribe button right now. Not even be fair and price match and do the same thing if you hit that like button, you feel me? Let's get into this story real quick, man. This shit right here is a little heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking, you know, just from any point of view, from yo, this is all the way messed up. Let me give y'all the backstory on this. So this little girl in Montreal, she and her friend, guess they're walking home from school or they're going to lunch, right? So while on their way to lunch, they run into somebody. They see this guy, I guess just like a random guy standing on the sidewalk. And this young lady, being like the well-mannered person she is, I guess she kind of smiled at the person. And that smile provoked the man to go to her, throw her on the ground, and start punching her in the face. So her friend who was with her ran home and got some help. But in that process, people who were nearby intervened and, stopped the whole thing. And a 21-year-old male was arrested for attacking this 10-year-old girl. I mean, damn. All it takes is for somebody to smile at you I mean, it's clear this person, this 21-year-old person, not too much information is coming out about the attacker, but it's clear that he probably have some kind of mental problem. You feel me? This kind of reminds me of that case in Chicago where the two boys that were in the store behind this tall ass dude, and these kids were just asking the man, like, how tall are you, man? I wish I was that tall to play basketball. You feel me? Something simple like that, and he followed these kids and he kills both of them just for somebody asking you, how tall are you? You feel me? In this case, this little girl just smiled. I mean, you're walking past somebody random. You don't want to make it awkward. She's a kid. All she did was smiled, and that was provocative enough to get her face disfigured. Man, it's crazy. So I ran across this story on MTO. Shout out to them, MTO News. And I just did some research, and this is Facebook right here. I believe this is like one of her family friends or auntie or something like that. Or maybe this is her mother. I'm not sure who this is. Okay, so it says, mother of Alicia says. So this is what the mother says right here. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to read it the best to connect so it can make sense. Hello, family. I'm writing you with shaking hands because today was a nightmare for me and my family. Our 10-year-old baby, soon to be 11 years old, Alicia Ndaya, was on her way to her lunch hour at home. Usually, since the start of the pandemic, she comes home for her dinner hours. So I'm not really sure how school works over there, because it's almost like this is like at nighttime, it seems like. Today at 11 p.m., her life changed. Today at 11 p.m., her life and that of her mom, my sister, have been rocked. A man, age 40 to 45, took it out on her for nothing. Nothing. This man was staring at my niece on her way home, and my well-behaved niece, and still as loving as she is by nature, smiled at this man, not knowing what he could do to her. He walks over to her and puts her on the ground to start beating her and disfiguring her beautiful angel face for, I repeat, no good reason. And luckily, my niece's friend, who was still near her, ran home to notify her mother, and a few people around were able to grab this patient and call the police. So for her to refer to this person as a patient, now one of it's known that he's like some kind of like mentally ill person, somebody with some kind of like, just he's not all the way in the head, But today, my niece's life will never be the same again. She may no longer smile at kind-hearted people and will have lost the taste for going out to play in the yard and in the neighborhood with her friends. She will have a trauma for life. I ask you to help me in any way you can. I want justice for my niece and for all the victims of this kind of sickness who hang around our streets. Let me read that again. I want justice for my niece and for all the victims of this kind of sickness who hang around the streets. Yeah, I guess so. So the person more than likely has some kind of like mental illness, and it's probably known over there in Montreal. If you have any contacts, resource, or legal advice to be able to help us in this process, please write to me. I also ask that you please send positive vibes and prayers for my niece. Praying for you right now. Yeah, y'all. So this is crazy, and I understand what the mom is saying. This is really crazy. So this shit was like, it was an unprovoked attack, just from a child smiling at you. And I mean, usually when a child smiles at you, that's like a pleasant thing. You know what I mean? Like for me, it brings comfort. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, cause a lot of kids, like, especially nowadays, you don't see too many kids who will just smile or wave at you like that. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's cool not to speak. You know what I mean? Real niggas don't speak. You know what I mean? But this isn't America, but still, it's a smile provokes you to beat up a 10-year-old. Man, I'm praying for you and your family. You know what I mean? I pray that you pull through. I already know you're going to be good. This is sad, man. This is sad. Yo, like I said, not too much is coming out about the attacker. But from this right here, I don't know if he's known in that neighborhood, but something is off about him, And we, as people in the community, bro, we got to start like pointing out things like this. If we know somebody has a mental illness, I mean, that's not something to keep hidden. It got to be known. You know what I mean? Like people like Kanye West. If you know somebody who acts like Kanye West in the hood, that shit is not normal. You know what I mean? Come on. Like we got to start paying attention to shit like that. That way, it'll give us the upper hand to be able to protect the kids. You feel me? If they have people like that with mental illness in Montreal who hang around the streets a lot, that's what she's referring to. You feel me? Yo, this pandemic did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I can't even lie to you. It did a lot of damage to a lot of people. Like I said, it's only by God's grace we go out there and come back in one piece, because a lot of crazy things happen. Like, you don't know who you're riding next to in traffic. You don't know what they're thinking. You feel me? Like, people are really messed up out here, man. Like, messed up in the head, messed up. You feel me? Some people just think everybody got a problem with them. Like, people are really, really messed up in the head out here these days, man. We have serial killers walking amongst us, and it's normal. We just got to be careful, man. You know what I mean? We got to pay attention to things like that. You know what I mean? If you know somebody suffering from some kind of like mental illness, man, get the proper help. That way things like this won't happen, bro. We got to protect the children. That's our future. What's your thing, man? Let's talk about this in the comment section. Till next time.